Hey everyone, and welcome to the $1 million portfolio journey. Today, I'm going to be doing a portfolio update, and also I'm going to be investing £250 into the stock market through my ISA, and I'm going to be buying Tesla shares. So today it's the 15th of August 2025. It's pre-market. It's about midday here in London, and I'm gonna do that investment. But before I do that, let's have a look at the portfolio to see how it's doing. So the general investment account just under 48,000, the stocks and shares ISA just above 28k, and the self-invested personal pension just under 51k. So it has taken a slight dip, but it doesn't matter. I'm just going to keep on buying no matter what, because I believe in Tesla, I believe in MicroStrategy, and I believe in Nvidia. And so not too concerned about that at all. I'm just going to keep on buying. So today I'm going to be buying Tesla. So before we do that, let's just have a look at the companies quickly to see where they're at the moment. So Tesla is trading around 336.53 pre-market today. Pre-market is flat. Last 7 days up 2.5%. Last month up around 6%. Last 3 months flat. 6 months down 5%. 1 year up 60%. So it hasn't moved a great deal compared to other shares like Nvidia, but I'm not too concerned. The lower I can get this, the lower I can reduce my the cost basis, the better it is going to be for me. So I don't want to buy Tesla when it's $800 $900 a share. It's going to be like a lost opportunity. So if I can buy it near 300, between 300 and 350, I'm very happy. So that's Tesla. So let's get to MicroStrategy now. So MicroStrategy today is priced at 373.62. Today pre-market is flat. Last 7 days is down about 6%. Last month down about 18%, sorry, 17%. Last 3 months down about 10%. Last 6 months up about 10%. So not a large deal of movement. There's not a lot of movement. It is very, very choppy, but it's kind of like staying within a range. So I'm not too concerned about this company is backed by Bitcoin. It does have a net asset value, and it does trade at a premium because it's the Bitcoin is bought via leverage. So because the net asset value is going down, the price of strategy is going down as well. But I'm not too concerned. They're going to keep on buying Bitcoin, and if I can get Bitcoin on parity through my ISA or SIP, then that's a good deal. And again, my price target for MicroStrategy is 2,800, and it's a 5-year price target. So again, I'm not too concerned about this one either. Everything is moving in the right direction. No concern whatsoever, or no reason to panic. So let's have a look at Nvidia. Nvidia is doing really well as well. Pre-market 181.77, near all-time highs. Since 2020, it's up nearly 1400%, which is amazing. I'm not going to be buying Nvidia because I think it's going to go to probably $200 and then come back down to 1500. When it comes to 1500, that's when I'm going to be trying to load up more. So it's a great company. It's a very important company. It's the most valuable company in the world, and I'm just gonna keep on stacking it at the right price. So that's the companies. Now let's go into the ISA account and deposit some money. So in my ISA, my allowance, my remaining allowance is £10,728.98. So I'm going to be topping up £250 today from my bank account, and these transfers are instant. Okay, so I'm just going to go to my account now, and I'm going to be transferring 250. Okay, I'm going to try again. Sometimes these things are a bit glitchy. Okay, so that's loaded it, so it's preloaded, and I'm gonna deposit the 250. It takes a couple of seconds to get to the account. Yep, so it's arrived now. Okay, so that's done. So I've got 250 in my ISA now. I'm gonna go in my portfolio, go into Tesla, and then I'm gonna be buying £250 worth of Tesla, and that actually gives me one share. So £250 is now giving me one share in Tesla, which is great. So I'm going to review the order, put the order through. Okay, so it's taking a minute. So the order status is complete now. The total cost was £249.62. The number of shares bought is 1.0022. Price per share is 336.46. The FX rate was 1.350772. FX fee was 97. Commission is 0. So if I wanted to sell it and rotate into another company like MicroStrategy or Nvidia, I can do that commission free. So that's the great thing about this. So in the future, I'm going to be doing a lot of rotation. So basically, these are asymmetric companies. So they're going in the they're going in the same direction. My price target for Tesla is 3,000. My price target for Nvidia is 28 and 00, and for my price target for MicroStrategy is a 2800, and my price target for Nvidia is around 550. So these price targets are 5 years in time, so I'm expecting it to hit in 2030. So when there is a company that's dipped a lot and the company hasn't changed fundamentally, the fundamentals are still in place, then I will buy that at a discount. Or if I haven't got the money available, I will see which one is overvalued compared to the one that is undervalued, and then rotate some money into that one. And I'm going to keep on doing that, and via rotation I should hopefully get to my $1 million portfolio as soon as possible. So yes, that's done now. So for anyone who's new to my channel, welcome. This channel is all about getting to that $1 million as soon as possible. Remember, I started this portfolio probably in November 2024. So within 6 months I've ramped it up, and I'm trying to get to 1 million by 2027, 2028, hopefully sooner. And that's the main aim of this channel, to get to $1 million as soon as possible. And once I get to 1 million, I'm going to have my next milestone, which is 10 million, and the next one, which is 100 million. So I'm going to be very aggressive with this portfolio to see where I can go with it. And I have 4 very simple rules with this portfolio. The first rule is I'm a long-term investor. So even though I want to get to my million as soon as possible, I not gonna sell any shares. Like anything that I buy now, I'm gonna keep it for at least 5 years, or rotate amongst these 3 companies for at least 5 years, and I'm gonna try and hold it for at least 10 years to get the proper compounding effect and get the most out of the compound annual growth rate. So the CAGR, if I can maintain it at a high rate, then this portfolio will keep on going up quite aggressively in the future. So that's rule number 1, long-term investing. Rule number 2 is aggressive investing. So I'm going to try and invest at least 250 to £500 per month. My aspiration is to move it to 1,000 a day. Sorry, I meant 250 to 500 a day, and my aspiration is to get to 1,000 a day invested. But that's a long way away. I did maintain 500 for a while, but I couldn't sustain it. Then I dropped down to 250 a day, but I'm going to try and get back to 500 because I started a few new businesses and it needed some capital. which is what caused the dip in my investment. But investments are really important, probably more so than the business at the moment. But I wanted more cash flow coming in so I can actually invest more into the portfolio. But the risk is the portfolio might start to balloon, and then the extra money that I get invested might not show a real return in terms of opportunity cost. So that's rule number 2. Rule number 3 is I only buy very volatile companies like Tesla, Strategy, and Nvidia. I've trained myself to understand the fundamentals of the company, and I'm not too concerned if it goes down by 50%. Yes, it is quite concerning, it is quite alarming, it is quite painful, but I've kind of made myself immune to it, and I've been through quite a lot of these downturns, and I'm just going to keep on buying more, getting more shares for my money. So that's rule number 3. And finally, rule number 4, the most important one, is to invest in a very, very tax efficient way. So what I mean by that is I always max out my ISA, I always max out my family ISA, I always max out the SIP for myself and my family. And then once I've maxed the tax-free allowance, the tax relief, then I go into my general investment account, and I always try to rotate money from my general investment account into my stocks and shares and self-invested personal pension, to avoid paying capital gains tax. So every year we're given an allowance for how much we can take in profit. So I always take that and then move it to my stocks and shares and self-invested personal pension account. So I'm just following these 4 rules, and I'm gonna see where it takes me, and I'm gonna be documenting my journey. So feel free to join me on my journey. I have around 1,600 subscribers now. I'm trying to get to 2,000, so join me and my journey, and go on your own journey. Just start by £1 a day, and I'll leave a link in the description below with my referral code. I get a free share, you get a free share if you use that and join free trade, and see where you go. If you can invest £1 a day and then move it up to £2, £3, £5, £10, and then do some research. You don't have to copy what I'm doing. You can just you can buy Tesla, Strategy, Nvidia, or you can buy any other companies. You can buy an index, whatever you want. But I would say just get started and then get aggressively into investing, because AI, Bitcoin, chip makers, they're just gonna explode in the future. There's so much demand for these companies, these products, and although a lot of people are not seeing the true value, it will arise in the future. I'm quite sure of that. But obviously this is not financial advice. So yeah, just go on that journey and see where it takes you. Because investing is a very important part of life. And in London, a lot of people invest in property, but they don't really invest in the stock market. Property is stalling at the moment, and it's a good way to diversify any income that you receive from your property as well. If you can get it and then put it in a tax efficient vehicle, then you're not paying more taxes on your profit. So this is a very, very suitable model for me, and I'm all in this model. I'm following the rules, and I'm investing in Tesla, MicroStrategy, and Nvidia, and I'm being disciplined about it. And I think it's just a matter of time before I reach that million. So I'm expecting between 2027 and 2028. So hope you liked the video. Give it a like, a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you have any questions, leave a comment below, and I will provide another update on Monday. So have a great day. Take care. Bye.